Justin, like I said, he's one of my roommates for a long time, and then we both had our own careers go. And he texted me late into the process like, hey man, do you have any songs for this? And I had just written a song called Don't Give Up on Me, which fit just super perfect for this movie. And so the fact that I get to be here tonight, I'm not sure he's here yet, but the two of us were like just a couple like wannabe artists hanging out in Los Angeles. So to get to do a big movie premiere like this is pretty special. I think it's like this idea of a love story that has such high stakes because they're both going through it, you know? And the performances are incredible, and there's just a lot of heart and soul in this thing that people are, it's just gonna heart-wrenchingly beautiful. That's what it's gonna be.
The movie is all about how we're all breathing borrowed air. And the music kind of has this exhale, inhale, emotional component to it. And hopefully it's just like the soundtrack of her life, of his life. I think once it dawns on people that really this film isn't just about people with cystic fibrosis or having a terminal disease or anything like that, they're really only here for so long. And you better live life for the fullest while you're here. And these two really embody that. And I think it's a celebration of life.
Oh, I love being at the premiere. Are you kidding? That's the best part, always. And it's also just an incredible accomplishment that we were able to make this love story about kids who were living such an unusual life and still come out with something so accessible for everyone. So much of what I think Justin and I wanted to do was to introduce the notion that a diverse teen lifestyle, one for kids living with illness, didn't mean that they're on a different planet or that they can't have joy and that every moment of passion isn't the same.
I think the question of is companionship capable without touch is a super interesting abstract. This is a movie that we had hoped would inspire some hope for audiences that need it. We had the wonderful chance to do research with real patients of cystic fibrosis and really dive into that and get to meet some amazing people within that community. And this is huge. It's a life-changing experience, really.
I think it does everything that a movie is supposed to do. I think it makes you fall in love. It makes you feel joy. It inspires you to pay attention to what matters, which is living in the moment. That whole concept of it going from 6 feet to 5 feet and her taking that back, and I can't even imagine what the movie would be like if it weren't for that moment. Because, I mean, when I watch the movie, that's the part I cry at because it just resonates so much. And I think this movie could do a lot of good. Raise awareness for something that's very real and matters and needs people to be aware of, and also can just generally inspire people and make them leaving the movie theater wanting to live their life to the fullest.
I couldn't be more grateful. This is a dream come true. I just made a movie. Like what? Like who gets to do that? I don't know. With incredible people, I just couldn't feel more blessed. Haley and Cole are a dream come true. Their chemistry on screen is palpable. They're the only two actors that could have done this job. And to have a movie feel as intimate as it feels without them touching the whole time is something that's very rare. It requires a very special kind of actor. I just hope this movie gives people hope, honestly. I hope it inspires them. I hope people walk away and they want to call somebody that they love. And I hope they have a newfound appreciation for the little things, because what so many of us take for granted, others are fighting for. And love is sometimes really worth fighting for.
I think people are really going to gravitate to people finding a way to love in difficult circumstances. Personal and otherwise. There's so many limitations on these two characters, and yet they still make the choice and find a way to fall in love and do it well. I just love that they are able to find a new way of connection, which almost feels like a deeper connection. for someone who can't touch, being able to touch someone really can make a difference. So I think people will walk away with a desire to be more connected.
I think with the way that Haley's character communicates to the world, that's a way that you can sort of get feedback and get a sort of communication or connection, but still that physical touch is so necessary, and I think that that's what this film sort of emphasizes and expresses and shows. I think when I first watched the film without many elements like the score, I instantly wanted to hug and kiss everyone around me. Just living in these hospital rooms part-time really helped to feel what it might be like to be there full-time.